welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The give is to Williams. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a...
It's a running room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalton?
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just...
That's what I get for trying to.
Again, another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to
I didn't talk shit. I just said dog.
First drive, 2 sacks
I didn't say
already.
shit yet,
So
but I
far,
will.
mission accomplished.
Lobs it off the back foot.
Oh, he caught it. He caught it on your head. Little nigga.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll run the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Davis.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. One of those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Okay.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the into the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run play action. There's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds a tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion,
he didn't move the pocket.
That should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Fafita. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this.
I was in a blitz.
Get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick. It makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here's the handoff.
Oh. You're losing, bro. And you're still losing. So.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to beat
oh,
the
no. Bro, I tried to pump fake it.
It's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Bringing the heat.
Oh, number 10.
A dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Arizona right back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Fafita.
Oh my goodness.
All kinds of room to throw that one in
No.
there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Arizona comes out with another first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll go right back to the run. And this
awesome job up front by his defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense. On fourth down, looking for the completion. On a little time, lets it go. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Oh!
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down.
Give me that.
Touchdown Seminoles! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
What do you got there?
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring move.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Looking to throw, it's locked.
Yeah, down, bitch.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Back's got it. They rolled their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be to the air.
What is that?
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
A real buzzkill, eh?
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play.
Good fucking catch, boy.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Oh, he got it. Oh, yeah.
Essentially would have just been a cheap
Get it
shot.
to him. You got shorthand.
On that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Pocket breaking down.
He took it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Offense gets the job done again. We want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple of possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
You worry about the wrong thing.
Drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line.
You worry about the wrong thing, brother.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This quarterback has been struggling to find.
Quarterback's been struggling all day.
Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands there because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
GG's in the chat, man.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass. It's locked. Under fire. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Steps away. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. from the red zone, looking for a space.
He tackled your own teammate.
Touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there.
I love making the game, but look, the nigga just stopped.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To throw, it's locked. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third down, going up top. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up,
bitch.
make a
Get off
play
the game.
themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can leave it out from
Never.
here. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
JG's.
Complete to start this drive. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On the option. Now the toss.
Ooh.
That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you're a loser. A loser. Loser. And I got a touchdown. And I just got a touchdown. Come on. Come on. Come on. Finish. Ah, you slow ass nigga.
Make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up
Finish.
yards all the way to the end as they get the W. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys guys delivered,
That's a
and they
beautiful
get
day.
the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct. And you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Powell. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ready to fire from the pistol. The hand to the running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Pressure coming. He's open on the right. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. Gets it inside the 10. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play...
He's loose. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Manning. Thanks to grab. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Manning. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. He got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. And he calls it up inside the 20.
Oh.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
It's a seam wide open. All out of space.
Come on.
The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air. It's Manning. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up. But he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going to swing it on second down. This time it's complete. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And he'll be brought down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling them.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got the tight end. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Extending the play. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Baxter. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Pulls and fires complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Longhorns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Manning. Quickly complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Wingo. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration. Get that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Oh my God, this game, bro.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
They'll run the option.
Stupid.
Oh, the ball popped out. This could change things.
Come on. Come on.
The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. They knocked him down after
Come on.
the takeaway and a big play for this defense.
Oh, that's a huge, huge mistake when you're thinking when you have the football late in the ball game, I got to take care of it, get first downs. The last thing I can do, Palmer, is give the other team another offensive possession. I score or nobody scores.
And what's so...
Touchdown, no! They move on top here in the fourth.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, here we are. It's every quarterback's dream. You're down by a score late in the game, 2-minute situation. You get to march your offense down the field and win this game. Use your timeouts, use the sidelines, clock it when you have to, and do what you practice every day, the 2-minute drive.
Hits him inside the 20, still going.
Well, we need, yeah.
Picked up a few extra on that. What a play by this defense to get the football.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop.
Oh, my
Go down
God.
the field and tie this game up. up. I'm in a tough situation.
Oh my
How
God.
do I respond? Forcing the turnover offense. Go do your
That's
thing.
how you
Get your
believe.
first down.
That's how you
Finish this ball
finish a
game.
fucking play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Look out, he's got room. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field.
Gonna let it fly. And it's
Didn't even
knocked away.
jump.
They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Oh.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
You gotta be fucking lying.
Intercepted. Oh, what a big play
Let
in
me
a tie game.
adjust to the
The pressure
ball.
was rising, drama just encapsulating this
Oh my
entire stadium,
God.
and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so
Oh
get
my
the
God,
quarterback.
no,
He's
no.
got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You can feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy. But you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Wingo. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. strike zero, and we are headed to overtime. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. If he houses this, it's ball game. He'll try to take it back. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
But why isn't that a pick, though?
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And they'll try to win it with a long field goal right here. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime.
And you want a touchdown.